In a small African village, there lived a man who had very little, yet one day he gave everything he had to help a stranger. The villagers thought he was foolish, but what happened next changed his life forever. The man's name was Muzinga. He lived in a simple mud house on the edge of the village. He was not rich, he owned no large farm, no cattle, no business. But Muzinga had something rare, a heart that refused to ignore someone in need. One evening as the sun was setting, a tired traveler walked into the village. His clothes were dusty, his face was exhausted, and he had clearly walked for many days. The villagers watched him pass, but no one offered help. They feared strangers. As the traveler passed Muzinga's home, Muzinga noticed something. The man could barely walk. Without hesitation, Muzinga approached him. He offered water, then food, then a place to sleep. The stranger looked surprised, because no one else had helped him. The next morning, the villagers laughed at Muzinga. "Why waste your food on a stranger? You barely have enough for yourself. That man will disappear tomorrow." But Muzinga simply smiled, because he believed something simple. Kindness is never wasted. The next day, the traveler prepared to leave. Before going, he turned to Muzinga and said, "One day I will remember your kindness." Then he continued his journey. The villagers laughed again, but Muzinga returned to his normal life, working quietly, helping where he could. Years later, a convoy of vehicles arrived in the village. Well-dressed men stepped out. Villagers gathered in curiosity. Then one man stepped forward. It was the traveler. But he was no longer poor. He had become a successful businessman, and he had returned, looking for the man who helped him. When the traveler found Muzinga, he embraced him like an old brother. Then he said something the villagers would never forget. "When I had nothing, you gave me everything. Today I return the favor." He helped Muzinga build a larger farm, a new home, and a better life. The villagers finally understood something powerful. Kindness does not always return immediately, but good actions travel far, and sometimes the smallest act of generosity creates the greatest change. So remember this wisdom: the person you help today may be the very person who changes your future tomorrow. Because in life, kindness always finds its way back. Hit like, hit subscribe, and I'll see you in the next lesson.